What's up, YouTube? It's your boy King Face, and I'm back. Before we get to it, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, as you always watch the full video.
Kodak Black just got arrested for
What the
drug
fuck,
trafficking in
Dick? Dick, don't do that.
Orlando, apparently after shots were fired. Quick pause, because this happened once a year was two. You complete 71st just checked a more 1 a.m. when officers were dispatched after multiple calls reporting gunfire and multiple vehicles parked where the shots originated. Arriving at the scene, officers observed several people gathered around two running vehicles with the headlights on. Approaching a BMW SUV, officers immediately smelt burnt cannabis coming from the vehicle. The driver was asked if he had a medical card, to which he said he did not, and officers also observed what appeared to be an open container protruding from under the passenger seat. They were in West Orlando off Mercy Drive, a crime-ridden neighborhood made famous by rappers such as Glock 9. Based on the area, the smell of cannabis, reports of shots fired, and the driver having a suspended license, officers found probable cause to search.
I ain't like the bud thing. They need to really let that go, bro. Like, us civilians need to go vote on this. Like, we need to stop playing. Because again, a lot of laws that get passed is because we don't vote on them. We don't go try to challenge them. We just let it. Oh, that's the new law. Okay, and that's it. We need to mount together and go fight that, because that's not fair, bro. We half this world cheaps up. Like, it's not the way how they look at it. It's not that, bro. How when I was a kid, when I heard about, like, when we had to do like the drug program and all that bullshit, it was like when it comes to drugs, especially like weed, it's a gateway drug. It's gonna lead you into that, lead you into this, lead you, like, bro. I've been doing this shit longer than I'm supposed to be doing it, and I ain't never wanted to go anything above what I'm doing. Never had that urge. Never got so lit. Yeah, I'm gonna go crash my car. Yeah, I'm so lit. Let me go do 100 miles an hour. Never had them moments. Never.
The vehicle. A bag in the trunk contained 56 grams of cannabis in sealed marked bags, and a metal container containing a pink substance testing positive for ecstasy. While continuing the search, a male identified as Bill Capri, aka Kodak Black, approached officers and observed the search. After clearing the BMW, officers moved to a green Lamborghini Urus, finding James Tweedy sleeping in the back seat. Next to him laid a leather bag. Officers opened the front passenger door and, without entering, could see a white powdery substance on a $100 bill on the floorboard. Next to the $100 bill was a pair of pink scissors, the same scissors seen in an Instagram post by Kodak Black.
That's what a lot of people who use backwoods and leaves, they use this.
7 days prior to this incident. The two rings on the floorboard also matched the rings worn by Kodak. Officers woke Tweedy up to search the vehicle, and as he exited, he reached down towards his waist and his shirt slightly came up. Officers could see he was armed, and they'd remove a holstered Glock 19 off his waist, an extended magazine from his jacket, and $13,985 in his pockets.
Bro, why you let? I learned a long time ago, stop walking around with that much money, bro. I literally got robbed by the police. They literally took $900 out of my pocket, bro. $900, bro. This is on my way coming up. Never again.
Tweedy would state the firearm was his and he had a concealed carry license, but would also state nothing in the vehicle was his. He'd claim he won the money at the casino, but could not provide any receipts. Searching the Lamborghini, they'd start with the leather bag that was laying next to Tweedy, finding over 28 grams of cannabis. Because he was the only occupant and the bag was directly next to him, he'd be charged with felony possession of cannabis over 20 grams and possession of a concealed firearm and the commission of a felony. Another bag on the rear passenger seat contained.
That's fucking crazy, bro. An ounce of bud. That's literally an ounce. 28 grams an ounce.
27 grams of ecstasy, $37,000, and multiple documents with the name Bill Capri on them.
All that other shit, yeah, you're cooked. But the flower stuff, they need to let that go. This be my thing, like, when it comes to police officers. It's like they will arrest you for a crime that they know is stupid. Some of them, some of them. Like I be wanting to ask them, even though they had never admitted to us. But I be want to ask like a cop, like, have you ever cheesed up? Like, I'm not saying you doing it right now, but have you ever done it for like X amount of time? And do you think the way how they look at it is it real? Because guaranteed they're gonna say no, no. It's like, so you're a hypocrite because you arrested me for a crime that you know is done.
Even Kodak's federal prison ID card would be found in the bag, along with a bottle of promethazine. That same bag would be seen on Kodak Black's Instagram days prior. They'd also find his gun lighter that he can be seen with on multiple occasions. Everyone on scene was asked if the bag belonged to them, and they all denied ownership. When Kodak was informed of the money in the bag, he attempted multiple times to have the money turned over to him, claiming it belonged to his business, but he would not claim the bag or its contents. Under the rear passenger floorboard, officers found a Glock 23, and again, everyone denied ownership. Now, this took place back in November, and for some reason, it took until April 17th, 2026 for officers to receive an FDLE report identifying the substance found in the pink bag was 25 grams of ecstasy. The legal trafficking weight for this drug is only 14 grams, giving probable cause to charge Kodak Black with trafficking MDMA 14 to 200 grams. This charge carries up to 30 years in state prison, 3 years being mandatory, and a $50,000 fine. Now I'm gonna be honest.
It ain't doing 30 years though. The thing about crimes though, yeah, all crimes have a certain like a max time limit, right? But it's up to the judge. To see if they gonna go to the minimum, middle, or max. I think I have seen a case where a judge went above the max, but it was because of the crime that the person did. It was a horrific crime, so therefore he deserved that shit.
I don't know how it is in other states, but Florida does not play when it comes to trafficking. And yes, he can get anywhere up to 30 years if he's convicted of this offense, but 3 of those years are mandatory, meaning he cannot get less than 36 months inside of prison. These are serious charges. A first-degree felony in Florida is the most.
My thing is this, like, what is Kodak Black net worth? That might be off. That's just he's worth $5 million. So still, even if it is right, that's a multi-millionaire. More than one M. That means multi. So therefore, you're a multi-millionaire. You're hanging out in the hood with everything right here, guns, dope, drug, like everything. Money, everything. Nigga, if I'm a multi-millionaire. 1, I'm not gonna be in the hood. 2, if I am in the hood, just say, hey, this is my hood. Was born and raised here, so therefore, if I want to still hang out, I should be able to do that. But I'm gonna be inside the house. Inside out, not in the parking lot, not on the front porch, back porch. No, inside the house. And I can enjoy everything I'm doing without. I ain't gotta worry about nobody running up or the police.
Serious felony you can have aside from a PBL, which would be punishable by life. They have not been playing when it comes to drugs in Florida, especially with things testing positive for fentanyl, because people are dying left and right, and they're even giving out murder charges if you're caught selling that shit and someone dies.
They should. Because they only take a small amount for somebody to die. And it's crazy that when we was kids, we all heard about the crack epidemic. We're literally living in the fentanyl epidemic right now, bro. This shit is crazy. I wouldn't even want to touch nothing that I know can unalive me off a small amount of it. Why would you even want to play with that?
Bradford Cohen, Kodak's lawyer, would tell TMZ the arrest was a coordinated surrender in which police searched a vehicle with one passenger who was not Kodak. Cohen said cops found a bag containing several items, including a bottle of prescription cough syrup, which allegedly had Kodak's fingerprint on it. Now, this is a clear-cut example of a lawyer lawyering, saying it was just several items in a bag and one of them just so happened to be a prescription bottle of cough syrup, as if we haven't seen Kodak recording himself sipping lean all over social media. The lawyer also wouldn't mention the 25 grams of ecstasy, Kodak's rings and scissors found next to the $100 bill with ecstasy on it. There's a lot of ways in which this case really looks bad. What's interesting though is Tweety, who was found with a felony amount of weed and a gun on him, just got his case dropped the very same day.
What? How? How? Possession of a the cannabis shit, again, they need to let that shit go. But the firearm, bro. Whether his, whether registered, like, that's crazy. Like, it's dropped. Like, I got a DA reject, but the firearm wasn't on me. I don't even know where the fuck I even got it from. But it wasn't on me.
Kodak gets arrested. Suspicious. And I'll say this, right? To hear, yeah, these are the new metas. To hear how all of this played out. Initially in the report, it said Kodak's fingerprint wasn't found on anything inside of that bag. There was a Frisbee, there was the bottle of lean, there was multiple items. His fingerprint wasn't found. But the thing is, they can clearly tell this is his bag. He's seen in pictures and videos possessing this bag and other items in the bag. And they even found items, documents with his name on them, including his federal prison ID. To have a federal prison ID in the same bag as an amount of ecstasy that will send you back to prison.
Yeah, like, why would you have, like, nigga, I can't say 1 week, because then like a nigga go to jail time. Thankfully. But when you go to jail, when you come home, you get rid of the thing that you went to jail in. You do not keep it as bad luck. Why would you keep the prison ID? Kodak, it's like somehow along the way you didn't drop the ball, bro. Like, you need to go back and talk to Lil Kodak. I say Kodak. Go back and talk to Lil Kodak. Because I'm quite sure he will whoop your ass. Because he be like, nigga, we did all this sacrificing, all this grinding, all this hustling for you to finally make it, for you to want to indulge into dumb shit? No.
Is insane. To me at least. Maybe not to Kodak. But in all seriousness, Kodak's lawyer said, to sum it up, he can't wait to beat this case and they stay charging Kodak with some bullshit. This is my perspective on that.
He needs to move out of Florida. He needs to stay out of his hood. It's nothing wrong with you sending money back on a positive note, paying people rent, paying people bills, electricity bills, all that, giving ACs and all that. That's cool. That's some great shit. But you need to step out of it because they know you, nigga. They know you. When you live in a place where, especially a place that you were born and raised in, and the police know you by your name, it's time to go. It's time to go, bro. I remember I was walking down the street. Lucky the nigga wasn't doing nothing, bro. Lucky the nigga wasn't doing it because, like I told you, I went to jail for strong-arm robbery. So lucky this day, a nigga wasn't doing nothing, bro. Police rode up on side of me and called me by my name. Like, what the hell? Like, yeah, it's time to quit this shit. Because, nigga, once police know you by your government name, it's over. And anytime that nigga they get a slight description of you, they're coming to get you.
Sometimes people need to go to jail to sober up. And I understand this lawyer has a father-son relationship with Kodak, and I'm not knocking that. And he is a lawyer. He's doing his job. But you know how sometimes parents let the police take the kid? Or teach him a lesson? The thing about jail is it sobers you up.
Yeah, but he's a celebrity though. He's a celebrity. So for him, mind you, I've been in jail before. My first week in there, bro, somebody was in there smoking. First week, somebody was in there smoking, bro. Like 70-man dorm, so I can't say who the fuck it was, which I wouldn't. But I'm saying somebody was in there cheaping up. You can get substances in jail. It costs a lot more. It costs a lot more, but you can for sure get it. So for him, he's rich. You more likely gonna be in the prison or the jail that's in your hometown, nigga. Well, nigga, it's gonna be welcome home. Party, sadly, but good majority of his hood is in jail. Nigga, welcome home, Kodak. What you need? What you got? We Zos. We got your protection. Nobody for to touch you. What you need? Here.
Unless you have crazy access to mad shit. Depends on where you go, really. Nobody wants to see Kodak overdose. And I've had this same viewpoint with multiple videos that I've covered. I don't care if it's the Island Boys. I don't care who it is, what they've done that I disagree with. Finding sobriety is key in this situation. Kodak is a talented rapper, hands down. Some people want to see his downfall, some people don't. But at the end of the day, nobody wants to see him go out like a Jimi Hendrix or any superstar that's overdosed and it's cost them their career. Everyone sees the signs and can see how dangerous this is. People have seen him performing and looking like he's gone. And, you know, he did a stream with Kai Cenat, threw something up, popped it. Nobody wants to see Kodak go out that way. Nobody wants to see a person go out that way. I hope somehow he's able to find sobriety, enter a program, do something in which he can get away from this drug use. Because at the end of the day, even if it's you know, like, bro, your entourage around you, these dudes that are around you, you got bags of this shit. They're not trying.
God, bro, that's when it pays or it's beneficial towards your health for you to be around people who are willing to willing to fight you if they got to. Like, I'm talking about like on the aspect of them telling you, nigga, no. Like, you don't want no yes man around you, because the yes man is gonna, nigga, he gonna let you walk yourself down a bad path. A real friend, or someone who's not afraid, nigga, to tell you no, if they gotta fight you, if they gotta stop you from drinking, whatever the situation is, they're willing to do that because that's what they're supposed to do. Like, yes man, I'm not for to say nothing, because with the things that he's getting from you is more beneficial than the friendship. Someone who's truly your friend is gonna tell you, hey, no, we ain't doing that, bro. Even if we gotta get out, you gon' after the fight, you gon' recognize that shit like, yeah, that nigga was a real nigga, bro. Because the nigga, I was about to do this, and because he did that, we ended up fighting. That didn't happen, and you gonna recognize, you gonna go back and you gonna apologize. Hopefully. So he need people that around him that's gonna tell him no. If it comes to the cost of him cutting you off, y'all fighting, whatever, bro. As long as you did your part, because what you don't want is to continue to allow him to do shit around y'all, and then he goes somewhere, pass out, or, you know, OD, whatever, and then you sit there like, damn, only if I would have did this. No. Like me and my friends, niggas know, like, especially we got, you know, certain friends who overly drink. So therefore, when they come to like parties, you already know a party, that's when you really want to turn up. So these niggas who I'm talking about, they already know you ain't not coming here and getting drunk, bro. You can have a drink or two, but after that, it's once we all get to look at each other, they go like, hey, cut that nigga off. No. You come have fun, but you're not finna overdo it because we love you, nigga, and we're not about to lose you to something dumb.
To get caught up with that. You know what I mean? And it's you that's primarily wanting to use the shit. From what we can tell, we know you want some drugs. You know what I mean? Everyone knows that. And I'm not gonna down him for it, because a lot of people have been there. I just hope that he finds a way out of that cycle. It's not the prison time I'm worried about. It's more so doing something and not waking up.
Facts.
And TMZ is the first to report the news. And that's why it's like, with his lawyer, like, oh, I'm confidently gonna beat this. When you keep beating these cases, it's almost like enabling someone to keep doing it. Because if you have somebody that gets away with all the shit they're doing, why would they stop doing it? They get away with it every time. And that's just my humble perspective on the situation. Obviously, nobody wants to see Kodak go to prison. But if it would take you a good 30 to 60 days to sit down and get your thoughts together, sober up, get back on a fitness journey, and, you know, stop working out, getting in shape, there's just so many different paths he can go. I don't know what he is as far as religion. I believe a Hebrew Israelite. I just hope that he's able to tap in with his higher power and find a better way to carry out the blessing he's received, that is superstardom, as becoming a rapper. And nobody wants to see Kodak Black go out bad. But hey, it's 1090 Jake. Let me know y'all's thoughts and comments in the comment section. And if anyone out there is struggling with sobriety, reach out. I'm sure I can get you in contact with people that...
No, for real. 'Cause like I got a friend who's to me, this nigga is a very talented rapper, right? But my fear is him making it and then going heavier into the shit that he's already doing, because that's what happens most times. Most times, they say you have a job, but you have bills, and you have your priorities on point. You know to pay your bills first, and then you get to have fun. But even that you're having fun, when they say it's done, right? You're gonna get one little bottle, $35, $40. That's it. Now that you're rich, now you want to go buy gallons of it, multiple bottles, because you have the money to do it. That's what happens with a lot of people, bro. A lot of people have, once they get more money, that gives them more access, and that more access can end their life.